Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, Grim Dawn, Fangs of Asterkarn, because it is showtime. I do my own sound effects. Like the Foley artist, you know. They have had a patch today, which includes the new splash screen, which wasn't in the game at launch, or the patch at launch. I don't know why she's got a big wolf next to her. We don't get wolf pets. Unless that's like her boyfriend. Possible. Destroy the ethereal amalgamation. Collect pheromone gland from Grand Vizier Lozaka and Grand Vizier Inixil. And access the Queen's Lair. Recover the lost cannon in the conflagration. That's on the north side. Seek out the hidden treasure. That is somewhere. There we go. Take care. Aha, a tree stump. Scrap, some iron. Very nice, very nice. I like free things. Dela's diary. Missing diary found. That can go there. That can go there. Dermopteran Slicer of Spines. Okay, that's a little hostile. Did we get everybody? We did. How nice. I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard. How marvelous. We've got a thingy to the south. I believe I've already gotten the thingy taken care of. No, it's a ruined shrine that I have not, in fact, unruined. Another devotion point. That's just the bee's knees. Don't know how many knees bees actually have. Hey, Lone Star Wolf, how you doing? Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Is that all of them? That is all of them. Our next devotion points, and we get to open up this. 40% cold damage. I mean, who doesn't like a whole boatload of cold damage? Well, but probably the mobs that I'm going to be using to kill them with, but I'm fine with it. Got a box. If I can get to the box. What's in the box? Somebody's shooting at me. I don't know who. Corruption. Is that another box? That's another box. How goes the Sunday, Lone Star Wolf? Mine has been pretty quiet. As is usually the case. Oh, dead man. Bug. Bigger bug. Really, if I had to deal with these bugs, I would never, ever leave the house. And I'd just tell DoorDash to... and Instacart to leave the stuff on the floor. Hello, Nod Knox. Nod Knox says hello. Nod Knox's only death, the character. I don't think the real Nod Knox has had a death yet, I hope. The character finally caught me live, been watching all my VODs, thank you. So the death, one death that this character has gotten, where he got one-shotted by a boss, that boss has been nerfed. A certain number of the bosses in the game were way overtuned, including the one that one-shotted me. So, I still have one death, but I don't think it's fair for it to really count that against me. Have I been in there? I think I have. No, I have not. Well, we can poke in a little ways. Ethereal cooties. Fungus boss, in my case, it was one of the insects with a poison or acid shot, one-shotting me. At the time, I had 0 resists, so that didn't help, but skill readability issue with him. His attack was super easy to avoid as long as you saw it. The one that got me was name started with an R2, and there were 2 bosses whose names started with R. So yeah, basically, those were our problems. Never mind. All right, something. Oh, I burst into flames. That's my own bursting into flames. That's not something else making me burst into flames. I burst into flames sometime. I mean, who amongst us doesn't occasionally burst into flames? I think mine was like a 5-letter R name, like Rovax or something like that. I have not. I'm leaning Necro just to get myself some meat shields. Wow, that one had a particularly notable death noise. Sounded like he was puking and then gargling with his own vomit. I'm really sorry I said that. Some sentences should just never be said aloud, and that would qualify as one of them. Oh, you little bastard. As you really nifty build pre-planned, as your points will not be enough to get self-DPS and have enough points for the pets. Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on dumping a whole lot of points in, and probably not for a while, because I still got stuff I want to get here. I was certainly planning on continuing to dump my points, at least for the immediate future. Aldara, Elara, oh, that was right. Into werechicken. Well, I certainly showed this building who's boss. Pure nightmare to gear for. Yeah, that would be true. All right, we have got an ancient aether warped totem. I'm sure this is going to be just fine. Did I open this one yesterday? I can't remember. I do wish that I could see a little bit better. That's a pretty common complaint for me, is games where terrain and stuff are not made transparent when they block the camera. It's especially bad in, like, say, Guild Wars 2, because if you, like, are fighting something and you move against a wall, the camera moves in, and then when you move away from the wall, the camera stays in. The camera resetting is really annoying. The Arcanist was the other one I was kind of looking at. Or mostly looking at. A quick browse at Shaman, it mostly looked like lightning stuff. Now, I know that werechicken lightning is a valid build choice. I'm just not sure how you get to the conversion. Loot filter will help you remove the yellow class items. Yeah, I just haven't bothered. Did we get everything? I think so. So I have been this way yesterday. And bugs. No, I think there was a cave around here somewhere where presumably I've got to get, like, the viziers and most likely the queen as well. Conversion is an item called Rumzel's Storm Orb. That was it. I remember seeing Wrecked by Protoss mentioning it. Battered shell. Ooh, who wants fried bugs? Oh, maybe a different kind of shell. Okay. Or battered. Yeah, probably a different kind of battered. I have questions. Happy to help. This is your second most played game. And the first is? I have to know. That's true. Chickens do like bugs. PoE, 15K. There is the pit that I'm sure has no good news waiting for me at all. Let me just go ahead and drop this. Let me back to Homestead. We'll empty out our inventory, and in we go. Miss TNZ has arrived. Hi, how you doing? First things first, we come over here.
Keep your stash safe.
She's going to keep my stash safe. I press F to doubt. Down that pit is an area with a golem special boss that drops a good item base ring. I will investigate further. Okay, that's a no. It does have Winds of Astrakan buffs, but I don't think I'm probably going to be using that. That is an enormous amount of cold and frostburn damage. But I don't know how it works for carrying like a two-hand weapon that just does that. Because otherwise we're looking at 98% cold damage versus 126% cold damage. So there's the question for you. Is that scaling the way I would think it would, or does it scale differently because that is a two-hand weapon set? Cold, elemental, and frostburn. Nice, but not up to the one I already have. Thanks. Yeah, a lot of the subtle underlying mechanics for the game I've never really gotten in deep enough to understand. A lot of times for me it was just finding a build that looked fun, following the build guide, and blasting shit. You know, the way you do. Did I have to bring the diary back to somebody here? I think I did. Up there, up there. Up! Turn right, turn right. Turn left, turn left. The percent damage scales all damage. If it says adds X, that's local to the weapon. Oh, so... Scales add X, that is local. But the weapon isn't doing any cold damage in and of itself. But does the 4 to 17 lightning is only for the weapon, the 126 damage even spells. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, right. So then theoretically, if all I'm interested in damage, if this gives me more, theoretically, a lot more cold and frostburn damage, it is better as a pure DPS weapon than the two things that I'm currently using. I found her diary. I assure you, I have not read a word. I'll lie. Because I'm a nice person who knows the value of a lie. Sometimes a lie is good.
See you around. I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Oh, I'm certain that's his actual name, Nod Knox. Just like my real name is Lens. My last name's Magnifying, obviously. Totally not lying through my teeth. Promise. Actually, it's hard not to lie through your teeth. I mean, unless you have no teeth. In which case, you know, everything you say is free of being through your teeth. Journal of Inquisitor Creed. More XP? Not enough for a level. Half of your frost talons are piercing damage, which you convert 50%-ish from your sword into cold. So I guess it's a lot more. Is it actually that much piercing? Whoop. Whoop, there it is. Oh, it is. You're right. Yeah, there is a good chunk of piercing. I hadn't really noticed that. So right now, theoretically, it's doing 20 to 28, so it looks like about 2135 on average cold. And if I swap this in, less 1900 cold. That makes it really much easier to decide. Go back to the ghost cave and hope for another sword and put 1 point into the first top passive that allows for dual wielding. Interesting. The chilled spectral longsword of frostbite. Let's see. That is giving me cold frostbite and the piercing conversion, right? Yeah, I've never tried to do targeted farming in the game.
I hear you are headed.
Yeah, maybe a couple times when I got more end gamey, I did a little bit, but not a bunch.
Or even stronger. I dedicate.
This place may seem safe for now, but don't ever let your
The ghosts drop a lot of those swords. Gotcha.
Devious.
Since you reset the game, they all spawn closer to my level. Oh. Oh. He makes interested noise with mouth. Alright, back to where we were. In the rotting croplands, we're going down in the ground. We're going down, down. I have leveled up and reached level 32. It's trying to get here. Start pumping some points in there for additional, particularly frostburn damage. That'll help with the tougher, tankier mobs, more frostburn. Like him. Just letting him, I don't want to say bleed, although, you know, it's a dot, so it's kind of like bleeding. Cold Snap skill, the second werechicken skill with a cooldown, also have 50% piercing damage that could be converted into cold. Oh, okay. Just gotta, you know, blow some stuff up. Oh, okay, we've got the way down is there. But, you know... Well, there's one of the viziers. A pheromone gland. This will make me attractive to bugs. Imagine me, an entomophobe, attractive to bugs. Pass! Hard pass. So passing. Don't even like the buzzing sound that you get. And there is the other Grand Vizier. And I'll keep wasting my shots by firing them into nothing. Got him. Oh, more bugs. I've heard you be tad upset about the ice towns going into terrain and disappearing. Two things about that. First, it's working as intended. The engine actually parses it as a ground attack. Okay, that is interesting. Second thing is that your ice talons will drop the animation, but damage will go through, but you get no visual. The game has low tolerance for this player, but high for mob skills, so they don't do that to you. Okay, that is helpful. That does remove some of the irritation factor. I didn't have that. I now have. I can craft a flame silk sash. Although I gotta say that doesn't sound like cold damage. But yeah, certainly one of my points of irritation has been the game devouring my left clicky. Higher damage bonuses than other attacks. Well, certainly I have no complaints about the damage on it. At least not at this point. So many bugs. Ah, entrance sealed by the Grand Viziers. Well, I collected those. I can access the Queen's Lair. I'll do that in a sec. Need to go back and go down a level. Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do that instead. I was wondering what the down was for. As like I said, it's been years since I played. Aha! Lots of iron bits. Bits and bits and kibbles and bits. Yeah, I am enjoying the new expansion. Although, I mean, I'm enjoying the new class. I haven't gotten to the expansion space yet, so. Gotta say, these things, well, they must reproduce like bugs. Odds I die to the queen. About 2 to 3 hours away from getting the point where I can unlock the expansion. Yeah, I heard that it was, you can get to it, was it Sorrow's Bastion? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where it was, but I did hear West Wall. Wolf Icon was it. Yep, that is exactly what I was looking for. Okay, did that guy right there spit out that batch of bugs? Because that's just creepy. There's no call for that. And what was it I had to do down here that evidently I've done? Was there something else that needed killing before I can get to the queen? The northwest wall. You mean down there? Downstairs? I'm down in the hole. Well, that's not it. Oh. There. You mean like there? Here we go. Gotta shake it out. Den of the Lost. Devotional Shrine and Boss. But also baddies. Difficult baddies, theoretically. Cruel. Monster attacks cripple the damage of their opponents. 8% reduced damage. Targets damage for 1 second. Oh, got something shiny over there. Oh, there it is. Found the rock. Found the rock. So where I'll be saved. Well, there's the desecrated shrine. It's been cleansed. We really don't need an entire army of little spooters, okay? Just really, honestly don't need that. But we now get to open this up. 40% increased. Cold damage. Go fetch yourself a salty caramel liqueur to enjoy while watching. Now, I would like one of those. Right now, there's a boss down here, too, so theoretically... Okay! Nod Knox missed it. It was poison damage again. Oh, you didn't miss it. Yeah, I died. That's two. That's two. This one I will have to take the fall for, although... Actually, I think I'm gonna blame Nod Knox for telling me to go down. No, it's not.
Got something you need stashed?
It's almost non-existent, actually. On the other hand, you didn't say it was poison. And we know poison's a problem, because that was what murdered me the first time.
Come see what's left of my wares.
But even at the best, I could only get it up to about 20%, which would help, obviously. I went looking. I had one, and I stuck it on... Was it the hat? I think the hat I was wearing at the time. And then told myself I needed to pry the item off, and somehow I screwed it up. Because I'm an idiot. Don't clip that. Anti-venom salve is the component's name, and you should be able to craft it. When I tried to craft it, I couldn't. I probably was doing something wrong. That's a pretty safe guess, Lens.
Got something you need stashed?
That's poison. That's the vitriolic gallstone was the thing I had, and it can only be put in shields and caster offhands. Do I have that? No, I have the cold stone on that. Melee weapon, shields, and caster offhands. Was the only obvious resist item. Now there's also the potions. That's not bad. That'll help a lot, actually. Because our current rings... Elemental resists are nice. We can live without that, and that will certainly help right there. Bonk, 26%, so that's good.
I'll hold on to that for you.
What brings you to my forge?
I mean, while I'm here, you know. Ah, level 35. That's why I don't have one of those yet. Can't wear it, you know. Blunt implements. No, no. Antivenom salve. An additional 20%? Yeah, that would probably be good. Used in all armor. Okay. Use your crafter buy components, you'll get manhandled. Well, I certainly got bug handled previously and whatever handled that time. All right, bastard, I'm coming for you at 80% now. Rawr. On the other hand, I have a hell of a hike ahead of me, don't I? Ward stones and a mark of the traveler. Okay, well, let's look at that.
Got any more scrap metal?
Ward stones. Elemental and bleeding, yeah, those sound like they're pretty good. Couple of those wouldn't hurt, sure. And a traveler. Do not have Mark of the Traveler available here.
Don't get killed out there.
Don't get killed out. Very funny. Very funny. Yeah, we should have found it from Trav, right?
What brings you to my forge?
No, only mark I've got is Mark of Mogdragon. Mogdragon? Him. No problem.
Don't get killed out there.
Yeah, gee, how dare you not be helpful? Except for the parts where you're being really helpful. Only on feet? Used in amulets and medals. Okay, well, we've got a medal. And we have an amulet. So, at least for now. Yeah, those are better numbers. Everything except piercing. Piercing kind of sucks, chaos, but we're not running into a lot of chaos yet. And vitality. Oh, fizz. It's fine. We've got a ways to go. It was in here somewhere. That pit. I've got to run. Nor fizz is special resists that scales with armor, is only found in small quantities, special items, and devotions. Gotcha. Up. Missed the rift. Gave it in the field. You forgot to use it. If you don't have it, follow the road. Well, I have a rift down here. The rotting croplands. But that's not far from where I am already, so. Am I going the wrong way? Probably. No, should be over here. I think. Rickety ass fences that keep me out. Oh, you're still standing there. Sit down. Fool. Something was glinting. Something was glinting. I can see something glinting right there, but there ain't nothing there. See, it's glinting. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Believe me, I understand that when someone is playing a game that I am more familiar with than they are, the temptation is enormous. I seldom resist. Alright, where's the stupid hole in the ground? Feel free to backseat. Where's the stupid hole in the ground? Get at least 50% resist in normal and then max them in following difficulties, otherwise you'll just feel pain. Northwest. Guess he didn't get the memo about, my cold being stronger than his fire. We have a hole in the ground, and yes, I did in fact have a personal rift here. Sometimes. Sometimes. All right. We're back where we were 10 minutes ago before we died a terrible, horrible, screaming, painful, unpleasant death. Well, there's the bad man, Gullus the Deep Dweller. Dude's got teleports. Uh-oh, that's not good. Getting stuck on things, bad. Almost got him. Got him. Warding Golus's ring of cruel designs. Well, I hope he's learned his lesson. Already restored this one, right? Can't we restore it a second time? I would like some more points, please. Can I have second points? All right, the queen. Oh, I did miss my grave. Yeah, yeah. Let's face it, visiting your own grave's a bit creepy. All right, so now we go back up and we head for the queen. Presumably. Sealed by the Grand Viziers. Also, the queen does immense amounts of goo on the floor, and that is acid typed. I've already collected those. All right, here we go. Lots of goo. Who would have thought? Oh, you. Fat loot. Not really that fat. That's a shitload of bugs. That's the hive entrance. Is that her lobbing stuff at me already? We haven't even been formally introduced and she's throwing shit at me. I've killed her in the past, and I don't specifically remember myself having an enormous amount of poison/acid resists. I mean, I do remember her being a pain in the tuchus. Goo. You were correct in your assessment on goo. No shortage of goo about. Upped all the static attacks on the bosses. Yeah, I know that they generally did that. I don't remember. Two-phase fight, right? Isn't she free now? Girlfriend Angie! Yeah, kiting is a learned skill, so. Any other treasure chests besides what she drops? I don't recall. Doesn't look like I can get in there, so I'm thinking not. Some to the west. May have already grabbed. Oh, they're not chests, they're the clusters. Yeah, I already blasted those open. Was never in any doubt. You know, except for the time that it was in a lot of doubt. Alright, return to Douglas. And the ethereal amalgamation, I think, is somewhere over here. I think. Alright, we've been in there. But I missed some bits. I don't think this is the area with the ethereals. We're looking for, you know, green glowy bits. Maybe up there for the ethereals? Must be. Oh, something up there. Hidden Wraith? Didn't notice that. Walked right past it. Oh, that's if I want to blow it up. I mean, it's a... Oh, Hidden Wealth. I thought it was Hidden Wraith. Still, we got another level out of it, so that's good. Good evening. Your value of evening may vary. Let's see, we have 3 more points. Icebound. That's a significant chunk more. Cold, Frostburn, and Resists. I like those things. It's opal. That's my birthstone. I had to pick it up. The Gruesome Harvest. He was tiny, but then he grew some. Just trying to clear out all of this space here and make sure that I've got most everything covered that's, you know, obvious and coverable. Oh, anything in here? Just him. And him. And them. But other than that, nothing. Up there must be. Oh, a number of objects of potential monetary value or magical puissance. All these little beholder wannabes, man. Honey, I'm home. Over there? No. Oh, there was. No, there's no hole. They can just fire through the fence. That's nice for them. Not great for me. Nice for them. Wow, I opened the door and they attack. What a bunch of jerks. Them too. No one has any sense of gratitude anymore. How dare you free me from my imprisonment? It was comfy. Oh, and whoever's got you imprisoned has left you with your guns. Seems a bit of an odd choice to me. I know, when I'm keeping people prisoner, I like to give them access to firearms, you know. It closed. Why does it close? The amalgamation. That's not great. Not happy about that. Don't know what it was. Didn't care for it in the slightest. Really like if you just die. Thank you. Memory serves, there's something in here. Get out of the poop, Lens. Lens, get out of the poop. I can't fit through any of the spaces in here. The lesson being, don't stand in the poop. I think we can all agree standing in poop contraindicated. Back to Homestead. I need to AFK for just a sec to refill the coffee cup. I'll get inside first so that they can defend me while I'm helplessly AFK. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. Oh, the AFK is on. Good. I'm not completely useless, just mostly useless. I have returned. Who do we talk to? We talk to them.
There was much commotion reported.
The abomination has been
and
destroyed.
I see reputation is well earned. The Legion of my scouts have reported back.
And the other one was over here, I think. The Dermopteran cycle is disrupted. Is that like the dragon cycle in Guild Wars 2? 2,000 iron. Rep. And a bag. Papa's got a brand new bag. I really wish when I talk to them, the green over their heads would vanish. Frankly, it's the sort of little things that drive me nuts, because I feel that I must investigate everything. Well, I showed that thing what for, didn't I? Yeah, you damn Skippy. Or possibly Jiff. I'll speak to him. Someone about something. It's probably important. I will honor your dead. Alright, we've stashed all the stashables. And now we're going to sell the sellables.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Warding ring of cruel designs. Cold damage, vitality damage, frostburn damage. More health. Nice elemental resists. The elemental resists are pretty okay right now at 60. The aether resistance, not quite as okay. I will hold on to it for now. Pink! Pink! Did I get another devotion point? Maybe. Remember the devotion point. Keep your finger here next to your brain so your brain will remember. My brain's not great on remembering things, guys. Stay young. That's my advice to you. Take it to heart. That's more cold damage. It's a lot more armor. Offensive damage. Pierce and chaos resist. I need a lot more physique. Yeah, I need a lot more physique. Look at these guns. Wow, okay. These guns are apparently made of silly putty. Wasn't always that way. I was young once. Epic two-hander. That, again, is requiring not as many physique points. Physical damage converted to cold. Attack speed. Heart of Astrakarn. Astrakarn. Which one is that again? Which one is a Heart of Astrakarn again? Is it the one that's clearly labeled Heart of Astrakarn? Those that have embraced the chill of Astrakarn in their hearts are forever changed by the ordeal. They brave Cairn's dangers knowing that Amatok walks with them. Exclusive skill, only one exclusive skill. Cold damage, frostburn damage, increased duration, fizz, offensive ability, and slow resist. That one's probably worth just holding on to. On basic lack of principles.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well spent.
Am I supposed to talk to what's his nipples?
Just the person I'm looking for. The others may disagree with me on this, but
I am having
something I
a
need
day.
to do.
Wonderful. That's a bit much to ask. It is definitely a slightly above average day.
There are 2 other groups of survivors in the region that we are aware of, but Silver and Creed do not consider them to be of strategic.
You have done well in destroying that abomination. There was a time when I...
Let's see. All right, we've got Nod Knox. Any suggestions on which we would prefer? Which of the 2 flavors, the orders, would we prefer? Also put 1 point into the 3rd skill for werechicken. Boost all the bastes. Ah, yes, that does make sense. Order of Death's Vigil, they have cold. They have cookies. Fizz and fire. Uh-huh.
I have come to represent Kainen's chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim.
The one you call Ulgrim has asked to speak with the Order of Death's Vigil, so I have come before you.
I think I've made my decision. I will seek out your sanctum sanctorum. That's what they call them. Right. That was what I was going to do. I remembered. Do I have another point in devotions? No. Well, which one is going to get the next point in devotions? That was the opener. That one next. I think that one has to be next. Yeah, that one has to be next. So that's health and defense. Cold and frostburn. That seems pretty good. Additional frostburn. Yeah. I like these numbers. Find the captured farmers in the Blood Grove. Collect insignias from fallen Black Legion soldiers. Recover the lost cannon and speak to Master Varuk.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh, come on. I'm not even up to, respected yet. You guys don't respect me?
Put it to
I
good
swear.
use.
They just don't. They just don't respect me. Oh, we got a quest up there. Nope, not that way. What do you need? Low on supplies. Need lumber. The lumber mill's overrun with chthonic spawn. Also recommend the giant devotion after blizzard if you have the points. It's about 7 o'clock on the tree, second to the last circle. Affliction, Manticore, Murmur, Blind Sage, Affliction, Behemoth, A-Bomb. I'm whiffing. Magi. Behemoth. Giant's blood throws you through your veins. Regen and healing. Health and armor. Health regen. Lots of regen. That makes sense, certainly. Pardon the yawn. It's been a terribly rough day as I started my day by waking up. And that was definitely the most strenuous thing I've done all day. Being a chicken is enormously difficult. And I don't even lay eggs, as far as you know. Get everybody? It is a void touched totem. Is that the one that brought out all the various Cthulhu mythos-like critters? Yes, it was. Fortunately, I'm mighty. I showed that barrel who's boss. Me, by the way. I'm boss of that barrel. That barrel's got nothing on me. Anything? Anything over here that I missed? Doesn't look like it. A small batch of nothing at all, it seems. It's kind of my way to follow around edges of maps. Always has been, especially in ARPGs. Sorrow's Bastion. That's so sad. These are the two factions. I did walk across the floor, and everyone should do the dinosaur. Certainly. My memory is that the necromancers are over here. No. My memory is wrong. Okay, I chose the necromancers, and all of a sudden, we want you to join up. You chose the other guy, we're going to kill you. That's a bit much. They're just not very welcoming. Okay, obviously I chose the right thing because, the necromancers haven't attacked me immediately. I gotta say the banners are a push. Either is fine.
May the specter of death guard your path.
I think that's good. What must I do? I will recover the remains. Definitely gonna recover those remains. I will step away from the bounty table. Got anything fun and nifty for me? Nothing at all? Oh. Frostguard tincture. And ice blood oil. None of these, huh? Nothing?
The Order welcomes you.
Just poking around, you know.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Many games you play online, have you ever concerned yourself with the end game? It depends. There are some games where the end game doesn't matter. There are other games where I've played a bunch of the end game. Guild Wars 2 actually is a good example of both. I've got a lot of achievement points, and I've played all of the content except a couple of the raids. And I've only started raiding relatively recently in the last few months. But beyond that, doing metas and stuff. But it entirely depends on the game. There are some games where I don't care at all about the end game, and others where I think it's really important. There's no recipe for the Mark of the Traveler. You just played so much that you have thousands of them and can't craft the base item. I forgive you. This time. I don't suppose you've got anything good for me, do you? Probably not, but we'll look. Not as good as what I'm using. Can't say I'm surprised.
I won't spend.
I didn't spend any iron, dude. Ooh, we've got a journal. That's XP. So for me, the end game is a sometimes thing. Depends on the game. Sometimes the end game doesn't interest me. I mean, I did raiding in WoW, but that was early on in the base game and the first expansion, and maybe a little bit into the second expansion. That was the only raiding I did. And after that, I haven't really concerned myself with endgame at all. I play most of the expansions. I haven't played the latest. But I can't say I really care about the endgame in WoW anymore, either. But I did. Ascendant and Shattered Realms. I did see some of the stuff about the Ascendant mode that people were playing in Guild Wars, or in Grim Dawn. But I think my highest level character's in the mid-50s somewhere, maybe 60. So this is a game where the end game has not ever been a particular factor for me. Also, one thing that I find sort of discourages me from a lot of end game play is the experience ramp gets pretty big. Where a lot of games are really cool early on as you're feeling significant gains in power and the enjoyment of the game, but it all kind of tends to slow down a lot at the end game for obvious reasons. You can't keep accelerating forever. Otherwise, the acceleration would get boring too. Hey, I killed your, I assume your host previously. Shiny down there. Oh, we've come through this way already. Well. Oh. Doesn't slow down that much. Post level 75 to 100, and that feels nice, so you can max the character. What takes the time to max out with XP is devotion levels, as the last levels of those take a long time. Well, I assume that there's a significant rep grind to the end. You know, I've done some bounties and stuff a few times, but not extensive numbers of those. Oh, I didn't even see you guys there, hiding in plain sight behind the trees. All right, well, we appear to have covered all of that area. It's a beautiful day. The birds are tweeting. What did I miss? Must be out there. I apparently didn't miss nothing. It's just been a long time, and I didn't remember where I should be going. Easier with the writs. Once you get honored in a faction, you can buy a writ, double XP reward, and from that point on, you can just level it up by killing the monster heroes of the faction. They don't like over a span of the game. Get max, do the grind with bounties. Really need to fix resists or get a recipe. Withering fields forever. Oh, it's green. Need to dodge over the green. Yeah, I was about to say. And like in to the little areas where you can... Ooh, dangerous domain. Why is it so dangerous? Why is it dangery? Got Aether Res, I think it was about 50%, 46, something like that. 45. We'll find out. I do remember this bit where you basically have to dodge through the green to get to the little areas that aren't green, going like back and forth between them. That was unwise. Lens? Enemy hero killed. Does that make me a hero if I'm killing the enemy heroes? Am I the hero or am I the villain? I can't remember which is which. What do you think? Should I blast my way in? Sure, why not? Oh, I have an idea. I can be taught. It'll take, 3 dynamite. Maybe later. Yeah, blast site for the endgame area. Okay, yeah, the 3 kind of convinced me. Uh-huh. Ah, over there. Okay. Yeah, back the other way. Stop hitting me with your ranged attack, you stupid rock. Always craft more dynamite. I'm not sure I was aware you could craft dynamite. Oh, here we go again. One more. Once more under the breach, dear friends. Over to that one, right? Yeah. I think so. Oh! Not sure what got me. Only sure I didn't deserve it. That wasn't fair, and I was robbed.
Safe storage. No questions asked. It's safe with me. Promise.
See anything you like?
So, yeah, I was cheated. Clearly. That couldn't conceivably have been a mistake on my part. That's just not a reasonable assessment of the situation, I don't. Thunder Rune. Cold, lightning, frostburn. +2 to Winds of Asterkhan. Well, that's another one I'm going to hold on to. Just in case. You missed it. Well, if we're lucky, I can repeat it. This is a lot more armor. Some health. I give up a little cold damage, but I get a lot more aether resistance, so I just sold it by mistake. How about I get that back?
Put it to use.
Give up a little damage for a little survivability. It just makes sense.
Come see what's left of my ware.
Now, where did we leave that last? Chest. Or, I mean, sorry, portal. Duh. Chest. Where did I leave that last chest? Sorrow's Bastion, Homestead, in the conflagration. It's got to be closer than we are, I think. Indeed it was, okay. Relatively close. Yeah, not sure what got me. Maybe just a large number of overwhelming attacks at the same time. Give me back my 1,000-something XP. It stole some of my favorite experience points. And I'm just not having it. Got them. I had forgotten chicken mode. So quite literally, it was a case of, where chicken? Thank you. I'll be here all day. And all night. All right, where are we off to next? I think around that way. First thing we do, we blast that. It'd be nice if I could actually freaking blast it. Why didn't you give me my freaking crystal? Tsunami has reached level 9. Ancient ether warped totem. Didn't see a notification. I suppose we got a devotion out of that. I deserve devotions for that. I'm going to have to write a sternly worded letter to my Congress critter. Lemon chili chicken. I'm not a big lemon fan, but the chili chicken sounds good. Ah, being named after a werechicken. No, I cannot say that that is not poetic. Well, kind of justice, I mean. That appears to be everything that was round these parts. Aha. This is a part of the game, I think, that they handle inelegantly, which is enclosed areas, areas with lots of obstructions, where we, the player, can't see what's going on. It's just uncomfortable and not especially entertaining. It can be very frustrating when you can't even see where it is that something that you're supposed to be trying to kill is at. I am not doing excessive amounts of damage to that thing. And I'm out of energy. That's bad. What I was doing was working. I will keep doing what I'm doing, even though it's slow and not especially effective. Spicy weird chicken for dinner. Yeah, that sounds pretty okay to me. What's the key? I don't even remember what the hell that's for. I'm not getting him below half health yet. And my health numbers are not in a healthy place. Ha ha. We finally get him below half health, maybe? Died a few times, so there's plenty of chicken for everyone. Thank you. Yes. Please feast upon my body. The thighs are particularly good eaten. You see, I like hot sauce as an addition, but too many hot sauces, all you taste is the heat. They don't add to the flavor. That's why things that, you know, the various hot food challenges aren't interesting to me. I like hot food that tastes great, where you taste other things other than just hot. Vindaloo. I love a hot ghost vindaloo, you know, lamb vindaloo. And that's about as hot as you can get. A really hot one. not sure if most of my previous shots were even hitting that thing. They were getting, sadly, eaten by the geometry again. Oh, that's not great. No, he's dying now, finally. Or at least getting close. And my energy has, as an old man, I can tell you, it does happen. Your energy can sometimes just get away from you. Oh, I apparently got him. So that's nice. That's a plus. I keep forgetting that the energy pod's even a thing. Not necessarily the sharpest knife in the block. Seriously, I just keep forgetting. Desecrated Shrine. Just one critter? Seriously? Oh, no, more, okay. It is the bird brain for sure. We've got this one. We need this one. Next up will be this one. Cold frostburn damage. Cold frostburn damage and extra frostburn. And the rest of these. We've got dynamite back there. And cannon. Let's see, find the captured farmers in the Blood Grove, no. Insignias, no. But the lost armaments, yes. It's still showing up as green. Okay. I really wish they would change that. The coloring on the little "there's a thing here" icon, a person to talk to or a quest item or something, it should immediately, once you have clicked on it and you finished whatever is game-wise necessary, not necessarily story-wise, it should go to white. Or possibly gray. Ah, but if you play PoE 2, then you don't have all those potions to click. You don't got 5 of them. Let's see. We need to talk to them. I went out there, the cannons are secured. And there are the cannons. They just teleported. That's pretty good. See, green. Why is he green? There's no reason for me to have to talk to him again.
Safe storage.
I can't tell you how much that bugs me. That's a me thing, by the way. That's completely a me thing. I don't expect any normal person is going to have that response.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Only someone who is... Ooh. like me, is going to react that way, I expect. Vile scorn grieves. That's a lot of aether damage. They can't, since some quest options only appear after you talk to them again after the first quest bit is completed. Also, some NPCs have quests buried amongst. I despise putting quests behind multiple layers of conversation. They do it sometimes in Guild Wars 2, and I just detest it. There are a lot of the hearts where you have to turn something into a person or get something from a person. And there are multiple speech options, and you have to get exactly the right one 2 or 3 times to get access to the dialogue. I hate that so much. As someone who's played the quests multiple times, yeah, I've got the lore, got the canon, interesting, cool questline stuff. Now I'm just trying to play the game. No, it's not reading makes me aggro. It's having to read 6 or 8 things before I stumble over the thing they require. Having to read things that I've read a dozen times before. That it adds no value to me. Reading something the first time? Absolutely, yes. For instance, in Guild Wars 2, my first playthrough in new content, I enjoy the new cinematic format that they added since the expansions came out, where it's no longer the 2 faces talking past each other, where it's done in-engine. That's great for delivering lore. It is terrible the 3rd, 4th, and 12th time you're playing that you have to sit through that. That's just terrible. For a game, especially one like Guild Wars 2, where replayability is a big deal and playing through stuff is important, making you sit through the same thing a dozen times is counterproductive. It does not add to the player enjoyment. It adds frustration. Pierce cold. Nope. Pardon the yawn. Old man gonna old.
Iron well spent.
Alright, well, we got everything over there except the stuff on the side of the splodies. Oh, I didn't realize you only got 1/3 of each. That's not very descriptive. Because the resistances... Are the resistances divided up too? Because then that is not consistent design. I should check and see if anything else is opened up in my stack of goodies. At least for offensive purposes, you know. But thank you for letting me know. That's level 40. I'll probably want that. Elemental damage is its own damage type that consists of all 3 and gets 100%. But if you only do cold, you want cold damage over elemental. Yeah. Pardon the yawn again. I guarantee you it's not you, it's me. Cold, cunning. Might be a little better, but the ethereal resist was helpful. I should reward it for the ethereal resists. These are less good, I think, than the ones I'm wearing. Same pants. The other ones are just more slimming. Frost and cold, but that's 40.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Find the captured farmers in the Blood Grove. Just trying to see where I've missed. Covered an awful lot of the areas around town. Okay, I've got to get the insignia. Pardon the yawn, I've got another one for you, I apologize. Wow. Are those... Oh, Blood Grove, so it is. I was going to ask, are those past Sorrow's Bastion? And the answer is yes. We got him, boys. Good work. Oh, he's dead. He just bounced. That nothing attacked me. We have a chthonic seal of binding. And I didn't even have to kill anything for it. They just donated it on their own. That's really thoughtful. Oh, bodies. Bodies hitting the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. I see a star. Questy bit. Questy bit. 1 of 5. Those like manticores. Stay back. We've got ourselves a taken to burn. What's going on here? We caught this taken trying to cast some ethereal magic. Was probably planning on corrupting the whole area with her wicked aether fire. So we tied her up and figured we'd give her a little fire of our own. Only way to be sure of this taint. I wish to speak to the taken first. Here to gloat over Nathaniel's prize. Want to look me in the eye before you light the torch? I suppose it's a waste of breath to tell you I'm not a taken. Why do they think you are? These peasants see aether fire and immediately think I must be an ethereal's doing. Arcanists have been wielding the aether for centuries, but nowadays you might as well light your own, tie your own nose. Tie your own noose. Sorry, the eyes. The eyes are going, guys. Or tie your own nose. If you're interested in that, seems very weird, but go ahead. If you're a practitioner in the arcane. How do I know you're telling the truth? Stares you in the eye, eyes piercing through you, perhaps because you of all people should know better than to accuse people of being a taken. I will talk to them. I'm not convinced she's taken. What do you mean? Just look at her. There if I ever saw one. Okay. You're free. Be free. How did Nathaniel get the best of you? They must have seen me working the cauldron. Well, that does sound witch-like. Burner! Almost another level? 252 XP. Current experience, 717,898. Experience next level, 252. It's just not fair. That's all. It's just not fair. I've been running for half an hour. I haven't found anyone. Oh, there they are. Hi, guys. There it is. Another of the Black Legion insigniae. I think I've got 6 points to spend, don't I? Don't I? I do. Where was the one? It was here? Yeah. A little bit of extra juice, you know. Who doesn't like a little juice? Okay, I creeped myself out with that one. Both just seem pretty good. Not gonna lie. NGL. More damage. Ha 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 ha. I am laughing because it's a whole bunch of damage. Forsaken, void-touched totem. Did we get everybody? Has everyone been seen to? I want to make sure everyone gets, you know, the attention they're due before I murder them. Oh, we got a box. And a box. And a box. You get a box, and you get a box. Morton's claim. Morton's salt? Morton's of Chicago? Morton's Chicago is really good. Been there twice. Really nice steak. Mila Finnegan, if memory serves, she's a bad guy. Hello there, stranger. You don't have the look of a cultist about you. What brings you such a well-armed adventurer way out here into the middle of nowhere? I'm here to stop the cult of Cthon. What a noble and foolhardy pursuit. Do you need any help? Sure, I'll help you out. What am I supposed to bring her? Here you go. Let's go in and I think we kill her. Been a while. Deceitful wretch, you've picked the wrong prey this time. Missed me. Now you gotta eat some cold damage, really. That's pretty much the only penalty I got for you. Oh, wait. No, it isn't. You're dead. I slew Mila within the pit. Wait, Mila? Miley Cyrus, was that you? Probably not. Looks like there ought to be a way out there, but there isn't. The Blood Grove. That sounds nice. Vacation spot? That's a dangerous domain where I choose not to tread for now. I think those are manticores. Yeah, they are. Well, the male ones are manticores. The females, of course, are female. Never mind. Womanticores is what I was trying to say and failing to say. I hate it when my shitty jokes, I can't even get them out of my mouth anymore. So disappointing. We'll head back in. We'll sell some stuff. We'll bank our stuff. We'll call it an evening. In that order.
Got something you need.
Well, not in that order, because we're actually going to bank the stuff first and then sell what's left.
I'll hold on to that for you.
I did mean Womanticore, yeah. It just didn't come out of my mouth. My brain knew what I wanted. My mouth and my brain sometimes, they don't talk.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Sell. No. Acid and vitality, no. No. Womanticore was what I was trying and failing to come up with, That was it. Not a good joke. But you know what makes a not good joke even worse? That looks like an awful lot of cold damage to me. Plus 124% is a lot more than 48, and then 181% frostburn with 55% increased duration seems like more. Sold. Oh, I said sold when I went that I am sold on equipping it. Because right now, for instance, I'm currently doing, at the top end, 2,667 cold. And now, 2,938, about a 10% damage on top of what I was already doing, which seems okay. I need to sell those two.
Got any more scrap metal?
See anything you like? Iron well spent.
Is there a respecker here in town? in this town. Maybe? Do you have to go to Devil's Crossing? All right. I'll need to get one of my points back so I can get the dual wield and see how it does instead of the book, the other offhand here. I bonked. All the way back to Devil's Crossing.
What troubles you?
I would like to buy back a point, please.
Stay strong.
I will stay strong. For sure. That is the dual, allows you to dual wield weapons. There you go. So now... So currently we are at 2901. We were at like 26 something. So 2901 and replace this there. It's significantly less. But the piercing will also get converted. Take the icebound damage and put it into the third werechicken skill passive instead. Oh, the third. Oh, werechicken. Oh, really? That just seems really freaking good. That doesn't seem as good. Check something really quickly. Yeah, interestingly, who was it? Yeah, it was, one sec as I rearrange my stuff. Protoss, wrecked by Protoss. And he had put no points in there. Skill modifies the base damage of your wheel skills. The other one is just global. Okay, so theoretically right now that one is 2559. About 4K. Those numbers look significantly better. Let me move a point. Let's check the numbers again. So the numbers here are, okay, trying to look easier to remember. 805 and 1600. So about 800 and 1600.
What troubles you? Safe journey.
I was looking at the wrong thing. So about 3K. Check the damage in the second tab on the character window. Definitely not something I do much. So Ice Talons 64, Cold Snap 92. 64 and 92.
I sense turmoil within you. Safe journey.
$64 and $92, no real change. Not on a 1 point, anyway, change. If that's what I'm looking at. Also, I can really quickly check this one, though. 64.56. 92.45. Slightly better with that. And if I yank the cold stone, or make another cold stone, the numbers lie. But they're the numbers. They can't lie. They're just digits. They don't talk. They don't speak. I don't see enough of a difference to make the change, but I will keep an eye on it going forward. That's a 10% chance on attack from dementia. And this one is converting the piercing to cold, which will matter for the piercing damage they're doing. Not putting anything in it is a playstyle, not math. Okay. Well, I know he later on does convert it all into lightning, too, so... $65, $92. Just curious. Significantly less. That was what I expected. This is physique of 300, and my physique is not quite that. I am going to call it an evening here, however. I would like to thank all of you, every single one of you, for hanging out here, as always. I appreciate it very much. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Almost certainly I'll be playing Marvel Heroes, as it is Midtown Monday Madness in Marvel Heroes. I'll probably spend some cake slices, it's a currency, to buy some more Eternity Splinters, another currency. And spend some of those Eternity Splinters on opening up a character, and then, well, actually, I spend them on converting those into G's, which is another currency. Use those to buy, unlock a character, level the character up to 60, use shield supply boxes to make sure they're fully equipped, and then still have enough points left over, enough G's left over to open up another character, get them to 60, get them equipped with shield supply boxes. And that will be 62 out of 63 characters at the cap. I have 3 characters left that are not at the cap. Ant-Man, Black Cat, and X-23. It's probably going to be in that order. I'll do Ant-Man, I'll do Black Cat, and then I'll do X-23, but X-23 will not get done. These two should probably get made all the way out to level 60 tomorrow and kitted out in uniques that are appropriate for their character. That's the plan for Monday. Beyond that, we've got 2 things coming up. We've got, let's see, the Enshrouded release is in October, I think, the 1.0. And in September on the 22nd, we have the Dune Awakening local solo client. And I will definitely be playing the hell out of that, because that's tunable, and it's a game I really enjoy. Anyway, those are the only things that are up immediately. Tuesday, don't know. Probably adult leisure beverages and some game, but I don't know which. Might be back here. Don't know. Anyway, again, thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I deeply appreciate it, and hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Sunday or possibly Monday morning goes okay, and as always, I try to set an achievable goal for the people who are insane enough to hang out here. I hope your upcoming work week doesn't suck. I'm back tomorrow. Take care, and ciao for now.